of the Pied Piper. Once upon a time, there was a small village named Hamlin. Hamlin had some pretty good things going for it. Cute restaurants, good schools, a pretty decent minor league baseball team. But the one thing the tourism board didn't like to promote was that Hamlin was horrifically overrun by rats. No one knew why the village had such a bad vermin problem. Some people thought it was because, per civic tradition, the villagers just threw their garbage outside and never picked it up. Others thought the village was cursed since it had been built on an ancient Olmec burial ground. Either way, it was super gross. Eventually, the village council decided to call a town meeting to try and figure out what to do about the impending rat-pocalypse. "Something must be done about these rats," said the villagers. "Yeah," said the liveryman. "I was hitting eject on a sweet juice this morning, and a rat crawled out of my toilet and tickled my butthole." "That's not all," cried the milkmaid. "I was trying to make marijuana cookies this morning, and when I opened up the bag of flour, boom! Rat mother-effing city!" Then, from the back of the room, came a sturdy voice, tinged with a hint of rasp from too many Red Bull vodkas and American Spirit cigarettes. "I can take care of your rat problem, bro," said the voice. The peasants turned around to see the Pied Piper, one of the world's premier international EDM DJs. "I've got a little time before my next gig in Ibiza," said the piper. "I'll do your rats dirty for 1 pound of pure pharmaceutical-grade Molly and a pair of new Air Jordans." "Fine, whatever," said the village council. "Do whatever you gotta do." So the Pied Piper went to work, hiring his road crew from the Electric Daisy Carnival and renting a mobile subwoofer unit to set up in the town square. It was pretty sick, actually. Then, just as the sun was setting, the piper let the beat drop. Immediately, all the rats in Hamlin were hypnotized. "Now!" shouted the piper to the coachman, who stirred his nag and led the subwoofer carriage far outside of town. The rats followed behind, hypnotized by the piper's enchanting deep bass womp womp and ear-splitting high-frequency eek eek. Eventually, when the Pied Piper had gotten far enough outside of town, he led the rats into the river, where they all drowned. Horribly. "Now, what about that Molly and Air Jordans?" demanded the piper when he got back to town. "Sorry, dude," said the village council. "We don't have any Molly or Air Jordans. We just wanted the rats out of our town. You got played." Well, the piper was furious. He'd really been wanting some Molly and those sick kicks. So, once again, he set up his DJ booth in the town square and started playing an even more dope concoction of black metal blast beats. This time, when he let the beat drop, it was the villagers' children who were hypnotized. Later, as the children were drowning, the Pied Piper said, "This is what you get when you don't pay an independent contractor promptly and for the agreed-upon amount." And rather than get into a lengthy legal battle, the village council and the Pied Piper decided to call it even and go their separate ways. Come back next week for the magical tale of Bruce Jenner's late-in-life gender transition and involuntary manslaughter. "General, Mulan doesn't shave her bush," he shouted. This is also when they discovered that Mulan was actually a woman. And even though Mulan saved almost the entire army, she was kicked out for being a woman. They even made her shave her bush.